Do you got your heated blanket situated, Grandma?
Can you just hold the mic to my mouth?
What'd you say?
Can you just hold the mic? Just.
Can you imagine if I spent this whole episode just
I
like...
dare you.
I'm not doing it. My arm will get too tired.
You can just prop it on there.
Prop it on where? Okay, I just want to go on it. I just want to say here, I'm going to hold this for you for 2 seconds. But do you know what else is really good for this? They make these things, they're called mic arms, where you can connect a mic to this thing, and then it holds the mic for you so that you don't have to hold it for yourself. I don't know if you heard about that. But we used to use them, and then you were like, what if we just held the mics instead?
Did you get that out of your system?
I did get that out of my system.
Okay.
All right, for context, I need to flip my hat around because it's shading my eyes. But for context, me and Allie just had a fight. So the normal dynamic might be a little off because I'm a little scared.
Not just have a fight. Oh,
I'm a little scared to make her upset at the moment.
That's ours. You're so dramatic.
Now I can flip my hat back around.
Okay.
Also, fight is very strong.
Yeah.
It was not a fight. It was very one-sided. I messed up, and then she got to rake me over the coals for it. So it's not a fight.
Like I'm a jerk.
You're not a jerk. If anyone's a jerk, it's me.
These lights are so bright.
They might be bright, but we look good.
Please? No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
Can you please turn this down?
Turn which one down? This
that one.
All right, let's see if we can.
Because
this one's needed, though.
My light eyes can't handle this. You gotta take this down a notch or else I quit.
Fine. All right, that's as good as we're getting. We need like a lighting expert to come in and just set it all up for us. But I will say it is so. Do what?
I don't know one of those things.
I do. I know one. I do a show with him once a week. His name is Josh Siri, and he's pretty good at this stuff.
Okay.
But he lives in Arizona. Josh, if you're listening, you should come to Alabama and come hang out. We have an extra room, and you can fix my studio / office.
He's a new baby.
He does have a new baby. You're right, Josh. Don't travel.
Don't.
That's a bad idea.
Now you're wondering why we just got in a fight because he comes up with dumb ideas. Sorry.
Oh boy. So I was gonna start this out by gassing you up.
You can still gas me up as long as it's something good.
And you think I'm just buttering you up? Because, you know, you won't think it's genuine.
How do you stop telling me what I think?
I should have learned this lesson by now. This is going to be our 10th year of marriage.
And you haven't?
Can you believe that? 10 years, Allison?
Honestly, no, but...
I asked you to marry me 10 years ago last week. And you had planned this cute little date night.
I sure did.
You planned the cutest little date night for us on the 10-year anniversary of me asking you to marry me. And you asked me out on a date.
Yeah.
And then you had to go try and die on me.
I sure did.
Goodness. I don't know if you can tell. She's gotten so much better.
I was supposed to say, maybe you still can tell, but...
Maybe.
I had the worst sinus infection of my life.
It was terrible. Like, you were, like, straight up on death's door.
They're really funny.
I mean, that's really dramatic, but...
I was...
You are not doing well.
I like to think that I don't get that sick.
You don't. You're a kindergarten teacher, so your, like, immune system's
it's incredible at this point.
Germs coming at you, and you're just
like bobbing and weaving.
You're like straight up Matrix dodging those germs.
Yeah, and I started not to feel good like on Wednesday. I don't know, Tuesday, Wednesday.
It was probably Tuesday.
And I was like, I've got a little cold
and then
going on.
Tuesday is when it started. Wednesday was when it was like,
ooh, I really
because you were like, I don't think I need to go into church.
Yeah, and then
Thursday I was like, you need to find a sub, and you're like, I couldn't find one, and I was like, that's not your job. If you're still sick, if you're so sick you can't
and I
function.
felt miserable Thursday.
Absolutely miserable. I don't know how she made it through the day.
I left.
You left early, didn't you?
Like private carpool time.
Mm-hmm.
And then Friday I did not go to work, and
Friday she laid in a bed the entire day, barely functioning.
Yeah. And then
Meanwhile,
discover
I'm
the
in.
joys of a
This is
neti pot.
yes. So this is my office, and this wall right behind us is the wall between my office and our bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in here, clicky clacking, doing my job, and somebody on the other side of the wall sounds like she's coughed up both lungs and her stomach and like every internal organ. It was bad.
The drama.
It was.
And
I did.
then
It was bad.
I discovered the neti pot.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I didn't discover it. Like, I've
We
done
knew
it
they
before.
existed. I've never done it before.
I did it a long time ago, but we got to do one.
It's
And I
weird.
was like, oh my word, this is great. It fixed me.
You were like,
And I was
you were
like,
like, my
okay.
head feels like it's gonna
My head-
explode.
My head felt better.
And then you did the neti pot, and you're like, oh my word, immediately
relief.
felt better. Yeah.
And then Saturday, I still wasn't great, but I was like, oh, I'm doing the neti pot again, and I'm just gotta keep on rinsing all this out. Sunday, same.
Same.
Monday, same. If not,
And by this
starting
time,
to
it's
get
been
worse.
3 days of me saying, Allie, you should just go to the Doc in the Box
And
and get you a
I
shot.
should have listened to Will.
If there is one thing that I do right, and by one thing I mean literally maybe only one thing I do right, is that the moment that I feel like legit sick,
Excuse me.
the moment that I feel legit sick, I like go to the Doc in the Box and I'm like, give me the good stuff. Let's kick this in the butt as fast
Yeah.
as we can.
But all that to say, I went, got a shot,
Got a shot.
got some.
She came
antibiotics.
home like on I don't know if it was steroid or adrenaline because she came home and our house was a bit messy because when Allie's sick, that means the maintenance of the home is left to me. And I do an okay job. Like I keep the necessities functioning, but
What would you define as necessities?
I like make sure that dishes are washed. I make sure that children are bathed.
Okay. All right. So, like, you take care of the kids, and
I
that's
take
what
care of the kids.
That's what I want.
Generally
Also,
I cook
pause.
meals.
I think you have to stop and say, I'm Will.
We'll get there.
Okay.
We got to wrap this up first. Then
Okay.
we can't just stop in the middle of what I'm talking
Just,
about.
we both just started rambling.
We
so.
did, but it's okay. There's no like set time
You're
for
a
how long
rambling
you're
man.
allowed to
Okay.
vamp the intro.
Okay.
So anyway, Allie comes back from the doctor having taken her adrenaline shot and is like, "This house is a disaster," and cleans the entire thing in like an hour.
That's really
It was
good.
ridiculous. I was just like standing. I was like, it was like watching The Flash. She was like superhero. She was like sprinting around the house. She's like,
And the house is now back in order.
and I was like, you need to go see the doctor at least once a week.
Get a shot.
Clean our house. We haven't gotten mad at each other in a while because usually it's like a angry clean, you know.
Ridiculous.
So I should have saved today for a few more days. The house was already clean, so you couldn't angry clean anything.
Whatever.
Anyway, this is the No One Asked Us podcast. This is my blind wife, Allison. I am Will.
This is episode.
This is episode number 9.
Are you sure?
Let's do it! All right. I will gas you up now.
Okay.
Guess who is still rocking hundos on her master's program?
Star.
This girl, she's wrapping up Mark 2 of the master's program, and Allie is still dropping triple digits every assignment. This girl's crazy. You're so good at school. Not only teaching school, but also like just doing school.
Oh,
Very
I do
impressed.
enjoy learning.
Very
Okay.
impressed.
Thank you.
I'm actually quite shocked by that sentence. Having been married to you and like I started dating you at the end of college.
Yeah,
And
you
you
were
were
really
you were
so
already
excited.
you were out of the like take tests mode and you were into like internship mode with your degree.
Yeah.
And so I never saw this. So like honestly flabbergasted by this dedication from you because and I quote, I don't like to read.
Yeah, I don't. Not like.
And so I
for-
just assumed that meant you weren't really that big into school either.
Mm, No, but you gotta remember there's part of my personality that's like,
Perfectionist.
yes.
If there are points to be gotten,
No,
Allie's
but
getting
that's
all
not
of
it.
them.
That's not what it has to do. I don't want to just halfway do something. You know, like, if I'm gonna do it,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
Dang right you are.
Dang it.
Dang it. I'm gonna do it. Dang it.
Do it. So, I don't know. And this is definitely something like a topic I've been passionate about and eager to learn about and
It is.
all like that. So it's been good.
Well, I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Okay.
If you had to synthesize something that you've learned so far, what would you say is maybe something new? Or the hard thing is I don't know if you learned that much new. This is kind
I will
of
say I don't know if anything I've learned is like earth-shatteringly new. However, there has just been there have been like little light bulb moments, and we talk about that with like scripture too.
Mhm.
Of like when you finally hear something maybe a different way,
Right.
you're just like, oh,
the 12th time reading the same thing.
yeah, and
Based
somebody
on life changes.
phrases something a little
Yeah.
bit differently, and it just
Yeah.
hits different. The two classes I've already taken are like, one was about SEL communities, like
SEL is social emotional learning.
Correct.
For those plebes out there who don't know.
who don't know. And then this class that I've just taken, or is ending this week, is on culture and identity.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a video that I had to watch about culturally responsive teaching.
Okay.
And that does not necessarily mean like ethnicity or things like that nature.
Okay.
It does encompass that, but that doesn't just mean.
There are more levels
aspects
to it than that.
But they talk about the chemicals in your brain
Mm-hmm.
that teaching and being in the classroom and learning should do, and that you should be chasing the dopamine.
You should try to trigger dopamine
or you should try
during
to
the learning
feel
process.
like if anything you're doing is causing like the cortisol hormone, like the stress hormone,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that's going to negatively affect
How people think about
perceive
school.
things, and you know, just kind of like
Interesting.
tying the brain science
Yeah.
to it. I found was
That is really
interesting,
interesting.
of even like just like, okay, yeah,
Generally speaking, you hear dopamine and you think negative
Yeah.
about it because I think it gets
it's a bad rap.
conflated is the right word with social media.
Oh, yeah.
Because that is the hot topic, is how
Mm-hmm.
dopamine can get out of whack because of
Yeah.
social media and connectedness of
Mhm.
like everything at your fingertips. But dopamine is like a good thing. Like that's why it's a problem, is because triggering it makes you feel good.
Mhm.
And there are times when your body's supposed to be triggered by that so that you want
Yeah.
to do those things more.
Mhm.
So it's I never would have thought about it as like, hey, you should be trying to trigger dopamine
And
for,
it does that a lot
for
with
good
like,
things.
and it's interesting. It's not necessarily for like the content to trigger dopamine. It's establishing the relationship
Mm-hmm.
within the classroom community. So
Okay.
you can't get anybody to learn anything new or take risks or anything
Mhm.
like that if you don't establish a trusting relationship between
Gotcha.
teacher to student. So if
So
I
the
don't
dopamine comes from safety.
Yeah.
Like feeling safe.
feeling safe and like having a good rapport with your teacher, because it is, especially for early childhood education, they're not going to learn anything if they don't feel like you love them and you know them and they can trust you and anything like that. So that's why spending so much time on creating your classroom culture is so important and all like that.
It's got me thinking about like how that parallels with parenting.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Like
that's
how-
honestly.
I mean, it's that you're just a parent.
Listen,
You're a
do
parent, not a
I
teacher.
necessarily agree with how this has become? No, but I mean, teachers more and more now are filling in a parental role than ever before. I mean,
Unfortunately, yeah.
you know, and so they need to feel safe, they need to feel loved, they need to feel
Mhm.
supported, and that only happens when you take the time to build in that and to find common areas of interests and
Right. Right.
You know, taking the intentional time with each kid.
Yeah.
And then that's where it's like, then you got people who are like, but I have to teach this and this and this and meet this,
Mhm.
you know, so it's.
Right. Just makes me think about like effectiveness for teaching, but specifically for me, I'm thinking of like parenting, how like effectiveness probably as a parent is higher when your kids are responding from a place of dopamine instead of cortisol as well, you know?
Mhm.
Interesting to think about.
So,
But
I'm
anyway,
really excited about the next class, though. The next one's on cognition and emotion.
what does that mean? I mean, I know what emotion means. What's cognition?
Like thinking, your brain, things like
So just like a deeper dive into understanding how all of it kind of works.
yes. TBD?
Guess we'll find out.
Awful.
Find out soon. What does all of that mean?
Exactly.
All right, gas up number 2. Number 2, my office looks dope.
It's getting there.
I just finished painting all of the plantation shutters. I have literally like one thing left to do, which is finish painting this
Window behind.
window behind the camera. And then I'm going to hang up the plantation shutters that are already done there. And it looks so
really
good in here.
good.
You crushed it on the design in here. And you also crushed it on the boys' room. The boys' room is done,
Mhm.
other than hanging a couple things that Allie wants to hang.
Yeah, and like bedding for the future, but
Right, but that's
a little off.
the design is done.
Mhm.
The furnishing
Will come
will
later.
come
Just
once Davis is out of the crib.
Yeah.
But and it looks so good too. You are really good at all this.
Well, thank you.
You should do more of it. Unfortunately, you're getting a master's
I
in
was
social
about to say,
emotional learning instead of interior design.
I
But
don't know when I have the time, but apparently I do.
yeah, I always want like you and me. I don't know if I would even say like I knew this about you when we started dating. Like I didn't. Like when we were falling in love, but when we were,
Why would you do that?
because what else are you gonna call it? Like when you're dating somebody and you're like, yeah, I want to marry this girl. What else do you call it other than falling in love?
Ew, okay, stop saying that.
Right, so anyway, when we were falling in love.
Stop.
Sorry. All right. When we were doing that, which shall not be named.
William.
Anyway, when we were doing that,
Stop.
you keep
Okay, just finish.
moving on. I don't know if I would have been like, yeah, this is a quality of Allie that I notice and think too much about. Because we were so, and I don't even know if you would have thought too much about that with me per se.
What are you talking about?
This like, I think this quality of both of us where we just always have something that we want to
Yeah, we
do.
don't do stillness very well.
We are not great at being content. Is
I
that how you
disagree.
would phrase it?
No.
How would you phrase it?
I just think we aren't still. Like, you and I don't do.
Do you think content and still they're different in some way?
Content means I'm at peace, and none of this has ever been done out of like, I'm not content with where we're at. It's just like hey, this is what we want to do. Let's jump on in. You know, like.
Right, but why would so you like I don't know, I guess I just thought
Yeah, I
it was
guess
like you're not
contentment-
content with the way the
contentment-
boys' room looked. So you wanted like you were like, I want to change this.
I guess contentment also makes it feel like we're experiencing the negative side. I mean, like, sure, it could have stayed the same,
Mhm.
but we were just like,
we wanted to do it and then we
yeah,
wanted to do
like
it right
it's
away.
not.
Yeah.
You make it sound like a bad thing,
Okay.
and I don't think it is.
All right, tell me more. Just keep digging into that.
What is there to dig into?
I don't know. Why do you like? What do you mean by content being negative?
Like, you just make it sound like we can't ever wait for anything, and we definitely can.
I did not mean to imply that contentness was just general over every aspect of our life, but I just meant more like when we have a plan
I wanted
Like,
to paint
once we-
Palmer's room
once-
forever ago.
Once we decide we
We had
want
to
to do
wait.
something, we just generally do it.
Well, yeah, isn't that what everybody does? If you make a decision, you follow through. I mean, sorry, like, hot take.
Hot take.
There's a hot take.
Anyway,
That was ridiculous.
but no,
A hot take, everybody agrees.
I don't like you and me don't do still well. Fine, strike contentment off the
I
record.
just feel like contentment. We
Jury,
do know how to be
strike that
content.
statement.
Okay.
I will mixing definitions then, but yes, we do not do. We have nothing going on well.
Correct.
Is the way I would, and to me, that is contentment in my mind. It's like, if we have nothing going on, we don't just sit in
But we do sometimes.
the nothing going on. We always find, well, I mean, right now, we have a ton of things going on.
What do we have going on right now?
You have a master's program.
Okay.
We have 3 children.
Well, no, you can't do that. It's not like we can just not with the kids. Like, that's just life. You know, like, yes, the
Touche.
masters is added on, but
Correct.
you can't lump the kids in. And you also can't talk about our jobs because that's life as well.
That is life as well. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
So yes, we choose to do some bonus activities.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, my word. Okay, I'm done with this topic.
Okay, moving on then. I seem to have made her upset again.
I'm not upset.
Audience, you tell us.
Oh, my word.
Allison seems rather upset about that.
I am not upset.
Moving on.
I'm tired.
All right, now that you're feeling spicy, do you have any hot topics? The reason I bring that up. Hot
Topics.
takes, not hot
Oh, it's
topics.
like the store?
Sorry, the store.
I wasn't allowed to
hot
come there.
takes. React Miami announced this week that as part of their opening party, they have judges who are some notoriously very opinionated people
Okay.
who are going to sit on a panel and judge people who get up and say they have a hot take, and they have to judge whether they agree with it, whether they think that what they said is stupid, or so on and so forth. And I saw this and realized there's going to be so many people who are scared to get up there in front of these people, but I have no shame. So
You will not.
I cracked a joke and was like, send me your hot takes and I'll get up there and I will tell your hot take for you. And then Allie saw that. And it just conveniently happened to be on the Monday afternoon when she was stuck at a doctor's
I was
office.
stuck there for a real long time and was getting really ill.
And so she starts replying to my tweet with her fair share of hot takes. I think there was at least 4.
I don't know. I lost.
They were really good. And then she came home later and I said, hey, what are all the hot takes that you wouldn't post on social media that you thought of? Because there is 1,000,000%
I'm not
chance.
sharing those here. Not all of them.
Well, obviously not all of them. I just want you to pick one hot take right now on the air. Pick a hot take and let's take a crack at it.
Rifling through the Rolodex of hot takes over here.
Allie literally needs to have a record of all of her hot takes because she is very opinionated.
Have high standards. That's not a bad thing.
And yet you somehow ended up with me. So
Told you your parents paid me off.
shut up.
Okay. I'll go with a mild one.
Oh, okay. Then in that case, we'll start mild, and next week, next show, we will crank up the spice.
Okay. I need people to quit garnishing their food.
Ooh.
That's
Okay, you told me this one. This one's
stupid.
really good.
No dish was made infinitely better throwing some sort of greenery on it, like parsley, or Lord knows, everybody knows cilantro tastes like soap.
Cilantro is hot
So
garbage.
it's garbage.
Yeah, agreed.
Like, it wasn't made so much better. Leave it off. Let people eat their food sooner. Don't waste the time cutting it up. It's fine. Your food should be seasoned enough. You don't need to put confetti on it. Okay? let me tell you. The only thing that I think
Confetti.
is allowed as a quote garnish would be a squeeze of lemon on something
Or lime.
or lime.
Okay.
That's it. But
Now-
that's for acidity.
Okay. Now, tacos.
Don't eat it.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
What about tacos?
when does something hit garnish territory and when does it hit, like, oh, this is just one of the toppings territory?
What are you wanting to put on there?
Like, on a taco, I'd want cheese,
That's a topping.
sour cream,
Topping.
like some chopped up onion.
Topping.
Okay. Like a salsa.
Topping.
Okay.
But the moment you want to throw parsley,
Some
Or
herb, some chopped up
herb, or
chopped up grass.
whatever, that's not, no, we don't
Gotcha.
have time for that.
All right.
Save your energy. Your food should be good enough as is.
Okay. I'm trying to think of any cases where I'm like, no, this is actually
Chives, bye.
better. Ooh. No. No. It's
See,
not. I
like,
mean, chives are on a potato, but
you
like,
can't
can you
just
really
leave it,
even
like,
taste chives on a
It's-
baked potato?
It doesn't
I
make
can't.
it. It doesn't make it any like wow,
Incredible. Yeah.
next
so
level.
much better.
No, it's a waste of time.
I can't, through my own personal experience, say that this is the case, but I feel like maybe in some like Italian dishes, like a good pasta that
Nope.
has like a light garnish of some herb,
Nope.
it might be good.
Nope.
I can't think of one off the top of my head. Because I think you're right. Most of the flavor has nothing to do with the green confetti, as you called it,
I'm just
that you sprinkle on.
saying. I'm just saying. Just leave it out.
Maybe some people just want to party on the trip. They want to throw a little confetti on their dinner.
Then so be it. That's just my take. I think it's ridiculous.
That's a good take. That is a really good take. I think there are not many people. I take that back. There's probably some random person who's like a legit cook chef type
Yeah.
person who like could tell us a very explicit reason why.
If you had this perfect bite.
Right. But ain't nobody actually chefs. Like nobody's eating fancy dinners. So like get your grass confetti out of here.
Yeah.
That's a good take. I'm glad I asked you to do this.
welcome.
All right. Last thing. We've got Auburn basketball and some ice cream to eat.
Mm-hmm.
I
Excuse me,
had this
I'm so
idea,
sorry.
and we're gonna try it out. And it is a new segment on the show called. I was hoping the name would just come to me in the moment.
That is called.
We're gonna just call it Did You Know?
Okay.
I'm sure there might be a better name in the future, or it may just never happen again.
Okay.
But my guess is that it's going to be very hard to stump you.
Okay.
The idea is that I'm going to tell you a story or something
Okay.
that you didn't know about me.
Okay.
And then next episode, you have to try to do the same thing.
Okay.
Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right. In college, when I went to school in Florida,
Mm-hmm.
there was a hurricane.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, rats. You gave me the look of it. You know exactly what.
I just want to guess.
Okay,
Can
go.
I guess?
Go ahead and guess.
Is this the golf course you're running around with your buddies on the golf course that was basically flooded, and you were like slipping and sliding?
This is going to be really hard, I can tell already. Anyway, for everyone else, I'll try again next episode. In college, there was a hurricane at the school that I went to in Florida, and as the hurricane was rolling in, before it got super bad, it was just like a torrential downpour. And the school that I went to, there was a big golf course that wrapped around the entire school. And we ran out on the golf course while it was like torrential downpouring and basically treated the golf course like a slip and slide. And it was awesome. It was so much fun. It is like one of my favorite memories of all time. And I should have realized that as soon as I said it's one of the favorite memories of all time. That I would have
like,
told you that.
yeah.
Dang it. All right. Better luck next time. I'll think of something. There's going to be something that I come up with that you're
I'm
going to
sure
be like,
there will be.
I didn't know that about you. But that's all I got tonight.
I was trying to think if I had one quickly.
It's okay. You can save it for next time.
Okay.
Keep people on pins and needles, wondering what unknown fact Allison's going to bring to the table.
Okay.
I think we're going to get a couch in here.
Which, just to say, you just bought these two things.
I did.
And
That's why I
like I
did.
told you, I don't know. And you're like, no, I know. Because I want to build this thing around it. And I was like,
I still
okay.
like that idea. But then I thought, these chairs can't stay here.
They can't.
They're just literally in the middle of the room. And I'm not about to just store these chairs somewhere in our house and then pull them over here to record an episode. So then I was like, well, should they go against the wall? And then I was like, I don't really like chairs. I was like, what about like a leather couch? Leather couch would be dope. And then Allie was like, what about a burnt orange couch? And I was like, also cool. I could be down for either. So we've been looking at some couches. And who knows? I'm sure at some point in the future, an episode is going to begin and we're going to be sitting on a couch talking to each other.
But no, we're going to be content. And we're not going to get a couch anytime soon.
We are not.
We're just gonna
couches
be
are not
fine.
cheap. And I'm going to just be fine.
We're just going to live in the contentment
Shut
of loving this. We don't need a couch. We don't need to move on to the next
See what I have to
thing.
deal with all the time. This is ridiculous.
Or are you deciding that we're going to get a couch? And you're just following through the decision.
I'm going to be content with the room the way it is for a while, and then I will decide at some point in the future to spend some money on a couch
Okay.
for the office. It's not that important. There's going to be a couch the next episode.
We already know that there is.
There won't be. It won't be next episode.
Okay.
Stop looking at me like you know it's going to happen.
I'm going to do this with my heated blanket.
Every time? I think that's a great idea.
Y'all,
Grandma over here.
I want to tell you this. 10 years of Will, the best gift I've ever received is this heated blanket.
Not our 3 children.
No. I put in the work for
Not the rings.
No. The heated blanket.
The heated blanket. Honestly, I don't know if I can tell you any other gifts that I got you.
Ouch.
What do you mean, ouch?
I can easily think of one that I use every week. Should every day. I use multiple times a week, actually. Not every single day, but multiple times a week.
I'm flabbergasted right now.
So is this the did you know?
Using my terrible memory is you're gonna win this for sure.
I know,
What do
that's
you use
why.
multiple times a week that I gave you as a gift? It wasn't from this Christmas.
No.
Okay. I was like, yeah, the Theragun, but Jeez Louise. No, I'm not ready. Okay, yeah, go ahead. I'm not gonna think of it.
My Bible with my new name on it.
Dang it.
Right after we got married.
Yeah. Guess we're gonna end this one on that note, everybody. Good night.
You're so dumb.
Uh,